Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how the way we do one thing is how we do all things until we heal. Watch this video. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, please click the little subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. And if you've been with me for a while, thank you so much and welcome back. I just want to mention this add-on to Patreon. If you are a patron, if you're not, you can click this link and you will receive videos on you will receive worksheets and exercises and deeper learnings on every video that I post when I post it. I go on over there afterwards and I write out everything that I need you to do to really integrate the learning. Now, the add-on is, that's $10 a month. If you want the $20 a month, I've been doing this all morning, you can actually ask me a question. You can email specific healing questions for me. If you can't get into my coaching or you can't afford it, you just don't want to go there, you just want a quick question, Patreon is the way to go for that. So here's the link. I also have to mention before I begin, because we're getting there, Inner Work is closing soon. We start November 7th. Link is down there. Most importantly, Emotional Rehab. 12 weeks, deep dive, doing this work, healing the toxic relationships, healing the wounds that create the toxic relationships or make you attached to them, healing attachment trauma, healing the inner child. That's emotional rehab. We rehabilitate ourselves from the emotional imprint that we first had. That is right there. We are starting December 1st. So enrollment is open. Very exciting things. So let's dive in. How we do one thing is how we do everything. I want to give you a cool example of this. Now, it's not only how we do everything, it's also how everything works. This is what I mean. Whatever your coping mechanism was in your family and what you learned was safe for you or the role for you, it's going to be the same in your relationships and in your work life. And I'm going to give you this really awesome example from a new client I had last week who came to me in her late 30s and she said, you know, Candace, I've been watching your videos, I joined your membership, everything's amazing, but what is this big thing going on? And I said, awesome, let's dive in. So she starts to tell me about her job. And she's like, she's really smart, really successful, just an all-around awesome person, I could tell. And I only had this one session with her so far. And she was telling me how she got into this career to be the creative and all of that, but as most things in the system, you get pushed into another position that you can't really be the creative. And it's kind of like, what am I doing here? Although you make all the money, so you don't want to leave, but you're not fulfilled. So her job now is basically HR, to take care of everyone. And she loves that because she is the caretaker in her family. But more than that, instead of being the creative in her company, in this company, she now basically feels like her job is to protect the brand, even if it's not honest. I got to protect it. I got to not tell certain things. And it feels weird to her. And I said, ooh, and I got this intuitive hit. And I said, hold on a minute. Was there something in your family that you needed to protect and not speak up about? She's like, well, my dad's an alcoholic. And I couldn't tell anyone about it. I had to keep it to myself. No one helped me process it. It's a whole bunch of things. I go, yeah. Because my first sign with her, just looking at her and feeling into her energy, was she holds on to a lot. There isn't a release for her. Just like in her career, she holds on to a lot. She can't tell people the truth. She's got to protect the brand. She's got to protect the family. And as she's healing now, this is why I say, the way you do one thing is how you do everything until you heal. Because now that she's starting to heal, she's been watching the videos, doing the work. She's like, I just want to be in the truth and speak the truth. I don't want to fucking protect this stuff all the time anymore. Can I just tell the truth and be supported in my truth and still be loved? So it's interesting, isn't it? How we do one thing is how we do everything. For me, growing up, I was a perfectionist. Then I become a fashion model. You gotta look perfect. You know, it's so interesting until you heal and then you're like, screw that. Let me just be authentic. Let me just speak my truth all day. This is what we do. We do the coping mechanism that takes care of our inner child need until we heal into the divine deed, which is our service. And she's like, I kind of want to be a coach. I kind of want to do what you do. I kind of want to do all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can see it. She's so mothery. She's so beautiful. And I was like, it's your turn. She's like, yeah, but what do I do with this situation, right? And you can all relate to this. Think about, what was your role in your family? Or what was the coping mechanism you had to create to put up with your family, or be recognized in your family, or to get any kind of attention or love in your family? That became your career. That became how you are in relationships. That became how you are with people in your relationships. So the other part of her is this, she does this enmeshment with people. And I said, I know why you do it, right? Too much, right? That's what some people might say. She does it because she never got it. So she's like, I'll give to them what I didn't get. But what we do, especially a codependent trait, is we'll do to others, we'll nurture others, we'll give so we can feel like we get. But that's inauthentic love. That's inauthentic care, right? Giving to get is not authentic, right? Giving to get is a form of manipulation, whether we know it or not. Free love and just giving to give because you feel so full that you want to give is the authentic love. So same thing in her family. She had to do certain things, protect certain things in order to get love, to get attention. So we're breaking all these patterns right now. And what I thought was so cool is I want you guys to do this. I want you to look at it. And this more in the Patreon. If you're in my Patreon, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to go deep into this. But for the purpose of this video, I want you to go into it and say, what is my deal? Am I a caretaker? Do I protect the truth or the lies? Do I have to be perfect? What is the thing that you might not even notice until you listen to this video? But you're like, this is the thing I do to get what I need. What is the thing you do to get what you need? Because as a healed individual, to get your needs met, all you should have to do, right, in a healthy family, is be you. Be born. But that didn't happen to most of us who were born into emotional dark age with parents that didn't do the inner work. And a society who's not enlightened, right? It's not all the parents' fault. A lot of parents line up with society because they want to keep you safe in society. But a lot of us, we grew up system masters to say, I'm different than this society. I'm the difference that's going to create the difference. So that was like this. And now that you're in this new reality, the world is changing, where we're starting to wake the heck up, you can say, if it's safe to not do my coping mechanism, to not have to be different or say anything or act a certain way to get love, if I just deserve love and I just give myself love and I just feel like it's safe to be loved, what's that thing I would change that I'm doing? Think about it. What is that thing? Is it perfectionism? Is it people pleasing? Is it mothering others? Is it enabling others because you think you need them or you think you need them to be a certain way to get what you want? What is it that you're doing that is not your fault, by the way? It's just your coping mechanism. We can upgrade this today. We really can. You can start this movement. For her, she can't leave her job tomorrow. That's fine. I say you don't need to. What you need to do is be different in your job. Have these boundaries so you don't have to manipulate to get things done, or you don't have to feel like you need to give so much to be loved. We're going to start with your self-love journey. Give it to yourself. I gave her an assignment. Every time you feel like directing it outwards, no. Push it back in. She's like, that doesn't feel comfortable at all. Even the thought of that. I said, exactly. That's why that's your homework. Because I give you homework that's counterintuitive so you can change your brain so that it becomes intuitive. It's counterintuitive because your intuition's been covered by coping mechanisms. And when we get rid of that coping mechanism and we start to do the counterintuitive thing, it lines up with you because it's actually your intuition. You've just shifted that aside because you thought you had to survive, and now I'm going to teach you how to thrive. So I want you guys to try that. If you think anyone else should hear this video, please share it. It helps us. Please leave any comments below if you have any questions. And again, not to be a broken record, but go to the Patreon. If you want the worksheets, I'm going to go upload now. Last but not least, my Truth Room is on fire right now. My monthly membership where people feel at home, safe, and seen for being their authentic selves, healing those inner wounds. Check out Truth Room if you want your tribe. Other than that, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon.